Hey, what's going on YouTube? JC here again with WEDGE Concepts, and in this video I'm just going to go over some tips and tricks to help you dispute errors on your credit report. So let's get right to it. All right, so welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I'm back trying to get back into the swing of things. I am, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't feel like going with the algorithm. Meaning that, I know I got to do the thumbnails. I know I got to do it a certain way. I know I got to get the right title and do this. And I just don't feel like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about how you can go ahead and dispute things that's on your credit report. All right. So it won't be too long. Now, hopefully, if you're watching this video, you already know how to get copies of your credit report. But if you don't know how to get a copy, you can get a free copy from annualcreditreport.com. Okay, and up until I believe April, you can get one credit report a week for all three bureaus, and that's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Now, when you get the three bureaus, please pay attention to Experian. The majority of lenders, they all flock to Experian. So if you have the Credit Karma app or the Credit Sesame, that's cool. They use Advantage 3.0. You can use that to monitor any changes to your credit report. If that score goes up, then hopefully your FICO score is going up. If it's going down, then most likely your FICO score is going down. But you really want to get the Experian app and get your stuff from Experian, because you might see a huge difference where with Credit Karma, with TransUnion and Equifax, you are a rock star. You got a 780, and then you click on Experian and you're 693. So yeah, but you get a copy of your report, and hopefully again you know how to look at your report to look for things that are delinquent, things that are inaccurate. So I find it easier to print it off. Sometimes when you look online, it's hard to see everything on the screen. So there's usually options where you can print it off so you can have a hard copy and kind of highlight and mark the things that you want to dispute, things that are not accurate. So here's a quick list of a couple of things that you want to be looking for. So you want to look for accounts that obviously don't belong to you, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer. If you go and look at your report and you have no idea what this account is, then you definitely want to dispute it. And all of these credit unions, all of these credit reports, the bureaus, you're able to dispute online. And there's a way that you go about disputing stuff on your credit report, and you'll find tons of stuff on YouTube on how to do it. But you definitely want to be able to write letters, go online and dispute. And there's a certain sequence when you go after the collection agencies, and never, ever pay a collection agency. Even if you pay a collection agency, it doesn't even guarantee that it'll even come off. You can have a zero balance in the collection, and it'll still be on your credit report for 7 years. So don't ever pay a collection agency. Okay, so you want to look for accounts that's not yours. You want to look for in your personal information, make sure that your names are accurate. So my name is James, and it might be a Jimmy or Jamie. You want to remove that. Only have stuff that's your name, no similarities. Okay, so very important. Remove all that. Just get rid of that. You want to look for any closed accounts that may be reported open, meaning that you may have an auto loan or some kind of loan, personal loan, that you have satisfied, you paid them back, and it's closed, and it still says it's open, or vice versa. You want to look for anything that has any incorrect information when it comes to like late payments. So if you know you've paid on time, but you've noticed that in July it shows that it's late, you definitely want to dispute that. You want to look for any accounts that's been listed multiple times. Sometimes they'll duplicate. So you may, now I'm not talking about when you apply for, let's say, an auto loan, and they shop your credit around. So you didn't go to your financial institution to get a loan for whatever reason, and now you go to Cash Money Motors, right? And so they're like, look, your job's your credit, or should I say Eastern Motors, where your job's your credit. But you show them your 2 pay stubs. They run your report, your credit like 9 times. But yeah, you do get the car with a freaking 20-some% APR. But you look at your credit report and you have 9 hard inquiries. And if you don't know what hard inquiries are, I'll probably do a video to really go in detail about how credit works and the percentages and stuff like that. But you also want to look for any kind of balances that are inaccurate. So if you took out a loan that is, let's say, $5,000, and for whatever reason you start paying it down and it still shows $5,000, or it may show $6,000, just go ahead and dispute that and look for any kind of credit limits. So if you have a credit card that has a $2,500 limit on it, but now it's only reporting $1,000, you want to dispute that, right? So the idea is that you want to dispute anything and everything that is not 100% accurate. Okay, so with the Fair Credit, what's it called? The Fair Credit Reporting Act, that basically says that everything needs to be 100% accurate. Okay, not 99.9%, not 98%. It has to be 100% accurate. If the credit bureau is reporting something that's not 100% accurate, it has to be removed. If a collection agency or an account is reporting some information, you can actually have that corrected and or removed depending on if it's a derogatory item or not. Okay, so when it comes to collections, right? So now you can go online. Let's make sure. Okay, yeah. So I'm more familiar with Experian because that's where I spend 99% of my time is in that report. You can go online and do a dispute online, and it's really, really easy to do. You just basically say, hey, this is the one I'm disputing. What's wrong with it? Tell me why. This information is incorrect. The balance is inaccurate. This account does not belong to me. Yada, yada, yada. And then you just say, what action do you want? You must say, I want this either corrected, removed. Now, when you're in collections, it's totally different. Well, not totally different, but it's a little different where you go through the same process. But with collections, you want to deny, okay? It does not belong to you. If they call you on the phone, and let's say you go to dispute it, and they call you because they want to verify some information, and let's be real, I've heard some people say, like, if they call you, just make sure, don't let them know it's you. You can. It's quite all right. But what you do is when they say, look, I'm trying to collect on $1,200, you let them know you made a serious mistake and you need to have that removed. And then they'll try to convince you this, that, you know, just deny. I have no idea what you're talking to. And you can have them send you stuff in the mail. It still doesn't mean that you are accepting of the debt. What happens is, if for whatever reason you offer up a credit card and you say, okay, yeah, well, you have $500 in collections. If you could make a payment right now, $100, we'll just go ahead and reduce your balance to $300. Can you go ahead and do that now? And you say, you know what? That's a good idea. And you swipe that card and they put you on some kind of payment plan where once a month they're going to deduct. Guess what? You have just accepted and agreed that that debt and collection is yours, right? So you want to go ahead and dispute that through the Experian, through TransUnion and Equifax. You can also write letters. If you write letters and you mail it off, you can do a handwritten letter. Make sure it's legible, and some things that go inside that letter as well. And I think I definitely will do a video on that one. But you want to make sure you send it certified mail, okay? So that way you can see when they received it. And if they can verify the account, then the next thing you need to do is go after the person who's reporting it, okay? Because the credit, let's say Experian only reports the information that was given to them. They don't verify if it's accurate or not. So if they say, hey, this person has this TJ Maxx card and they have a balance of XYZ, Equifax says okay. TransUnion say okay, and they just report it. So then that's when you want to go, after you've gone after Equifax or Experian or whatever. Then you want to go after TJ Maxx, and you want to say, hey, this account is not mine. Now you're going to start going through the cycle, and again, I really think I'm gonna go through another video on this. But you want to keep attacking, and that's the word I always use. You gotta keep attacking it, because what'll happen is, as long as you keep attacking, it could take a year, but it'll get removed. I think that's about it. So make sure you stay on top of your credit report. Make sure you go to the website, annualcreditreport.com. You get a copy of your report. You get an Experian account. Okay, they might try to set you up where you have to, for like 1 month, you get some kind of free monitoring, daily updates, whatever. Don't do that. Just get the one report from them. Get your other reports. Take a look at it. Don't go off of Credit Karma or Credit Sesame. Look at your real score from Experian. Use that as your baseline. And any inaccuracies, any information that is not legit, anything that's not yours, dispute. Even if it might be yours, hint, hint, you still might want to dispute it depending on what it is. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Hope you can go ahead and get those reports. Make sure you get yourself a highlighter. Get that stuff taken care of. Get your score up, because I got some things for you where once you start to understand credit and how credit works, how you can actually leverage your credit as well as debt to make some money. But we'll talk about it another time. So do not subscribe. Do not click the like, but just check out my other videos and let's build together. Okay? Take care.